What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. As you see him, pronouns. I'm a variety streamer. Welcome to the Monday Lift. How are we doing? Hello, hello. I could walk you through the very specific technical error that happened that caused me to need to take a little bit of extra time before I opened up the dang on the dig dabbity dum the darn the dum bum bum stream. But I will save you the time. I will save you my excuses. It will save you my explanation. I was pooping. You were right. What is up, friends?
Do it.
Holy cow. Hello, everyone. Hello, Belle. Hello, Hydra. Hello, Cristiano. Hello, Evo. Thank you for the resub. Hello, Lou. Hello, Moon. Hello, PT. Hello, Rug. Hello, Chimera. Hello, Gaston. Hello, Cleo. Welcome in. Michael, hi. Hold on. Hello, Tabs. Did I say Rug already? I did. The whole world is upside down. Hello, Fox. Hi. Hi. Hello, Dan. Okay. I think we're caught up. I think we're caught up. I think we're caught up. And you know, I'll be honest. Do you want to hear what happened? Do you want to hear what happened? Why aren't you allowed to treat a sick bird of prey? Because it's illegal. No. No. Okay. So I was trying to help wifey because like there's okay, so we only have one computer that actually has like full Microsoft Office on it, and it's the one that is connected to the VPN most of the time. I have these folders that are locked to the VPN, and so if I accidentally take a file and drag it across my screen in the wrong way to where it like hovers over those VPN files for like half a second, it bricks Windows Explorer and I have to restart my entire machine. It is the most infuriating thing. The most infuriating thing, because it is literally like the tiniest slip of the finger will cause me to have to restart everything. And it's because I logged out of the VPN before I turned my computer off. Ah! It's fine. It's fine. We'll listen to Billy and we'll write up our routine. Hello, everyone. Don't be mad. Okay, I won't. Ari's here, so I won't be mad. Holy cow! Can I get some shouts for our friends in chat? We may not actually. Evo, you still have the sword power. If you wouldn't mind giving a shout to, oh, you already got it, Acro. You're just freaking killing it. I just need to write out the routine. Hello, everyone. All right, we're gonna do 2x2 by 305 on squats, ideally, and then we'll do a 3 by. Petra Moritzen, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Let's have a mindful moment to calm down. Don't ever tell a streamer to calm down. JK, you should. You should tell a streamer to calm down sometimes. Sometimes they need the reminder. So we're going to do some heavy squats, and then we'll do some whups and pups. It's a push day. It's a push day. Billy slaps. Has Billy slapped anyone? How does an artist get your attention when you're already a work of art? I need to calm up. Fire up, streamer. Start screaming and throwing things. Start being more hype right now. We're gonna do some bench press, and we'll do a 2x2 by 235. 235, yeah, and then we'll jump into a 3 by 5 by 215. We may not actually hit that today. And then we'll hit some seated shoulder press. And that's 4 by 7 by 55. Oh God, David Bowie is so loud. So loud. Snooks, what's up, baby? How we doing? I know absolutely nothing about bodybuilding, but I'm here for it. Hey, Petra, if there is ever a sport that you can appreciate without really knowing anything about it, it is bodybuilding, because it is all about the form. It's all about the human form. But you can also learn some fun things about getting moving in good ways and bad ways. So we're gonna do some overhead single tricep extensions. It's gonna be a 4 by 8 by 55, ideally, and then we'll do some Cossack squats. I'm not gonna be able to fit this whole routine in here for sure. Flat DB press, and that's gonna be a 4 by 6 by 80 pounds. Evo, thank you so much for getting all the shouts. I really appreciate you. We aren't dancing in the streets. Why not? We not. Why we not? Wait, why not? We not? We not. Band lateral raises. And that's going to be a 3 by 15, I think is what I have. Yeah. Yeah. And we'll do some band hammer curls. Because reasons. That's going to be a 3 by 15 as well, ideally. And then we'll do some core. But that you're not going to see the core part. All you're going to see as soon as I open up this next thing. Why not? The music removed version of Dancing in the Streets is one of the best things. Is that like one of where you can hear all the like clapping and stomping? Is it one of those deals? Oh, break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms, tremble like a flower. I love Bowie. I like to think of my body as a work of art, and that is bodybuilding is the sport for you. Not going to see the core part, aka it's not going to happen. Whoa, okay, shots fired. Shots fired. I mean, very valid shots. I am 100% guilty of skipping core when I put it at the end. 100%. Bill, my day is good. I'm glad you got into the gym before you hit the hit ye old peak times. I've got these standing meetings at 11 o'clock on Monday mornings that have prevented me from getting into our streams a little bit earlier as we normally would. So we're going to be running late on Mondays and running early on Wednesdays and potentially Fridays. Karaoke stream when? Ooh, whenever I can do one. So I have been considering joining someone else's karaoke night, actually. That has been a thing that I've been considering doing. Okay, so that's a routine. It's not the full thing. There's a little bit core work under there is like a big maybe. But what if I see myself as a work of fart? Well then, Dan, I would like to flatulate in your general direction. I would like to conflatulate you on being able to see yourself in such a wonderful light. Everyone should be able to conflatulate you. If conflatulate is actually a word and it means something else, I'm going to be kind of upset. Conflatulated hard. Darn tootin'! Jeez. Jeez, oh Pete's. All right. Let's get our bench out of the way so we can start doing our warm up. And by warm ups, I mean we're going to do the worm. That's how you do a proper warm up, everyone. The worm. Do the worm on a hard floor. Just slap the old jewels as much as you need to. It's really dark outside. Take the extra light. Time to focus on work. Hey, Dark Phoenix, have a great day. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate the affirmations as always. An expression used to congratulate someone on a worthy fart. Okay. Conflatulations. Conflatulations, comrades. You ripped a really big one. I could smell it from my house. Oh. Ugh. So here's the thing. I think there is a curve with fart humor. And I think that the older you get, the more the term like the phrase grow up applies to starting to laugh at fart jokes again. This is what society has taken from you. It's okay to laugh at poop humor. Think about it. You wouldn't think it was funny if your body didn't want you to think it was funny. But farts were invented in 1932. Little known fact. Until then, no one actually knew what it sounded like. Oh. Oh. I will never not laugh at fart jokes. And that is why you were a legend. Back from an udon breakfast, Moon. Welcome back. Whew. Okay. Let's get our stompies. Would anyone like to guess what lovely little injury flare-up I had yesterday during my climbing session post-run? Whew. Whew. Was not the hammy. By Professor Dick Fartingtonberg. The Sharks DLC came out in 1946. Zach, hello. Ooh, that's great. I love a wedding invite. Hammy ankle calves. Plantar fasciitis. Isn't that lovely? You know, that little thing where you got a little bit of chronic tightness in your calves, and then eventually it makes it feel like you're stepping on broken glass. I get these tiny, tiny flare-ups. Tiny flare-ups. Another friend invited me to his wedding in Cancun. I was like, yeah, I love you, but I'm not spending that money. I mean, if you have a wedding in Cancun, depending on the makeup of your social circles, you really are just trying to shrink the invitation list. A wedding in Cancun says, oh gosh, oh, my back. Oh. Oh. More like Cancun. Got that last summer and it took me out for weeks. Thank you. I mean, the cool thing about it is that, like, it's not that serious yet. It's just a little bit of iffiness, right? Like right on the outside of my foot. That's only when I step a certain way. Do you not roll out your foot? I do not. Well, I do hit it with the with ye old lacrosse ball. I don't know why I did this when I said lacrosse ball, but got to roll it out. Tron Buster, welcome in, welcome back. How you doing? Can't come. Heard that excuse before. Went to my cousin's wedding in Cancun and I loved it. It was a bit of a family reunion as well. I mean, that's great. If you can make that happen, hell yeah. This is not me judging folks. I'm just saying, wedding like that has some consequences. Oh. Have you tried not stepping that certain way? Problem solved. Ooh, Dan. I'd like to offer you the Big Brain Award for physical therapy excellence. Dear doctor, it hurts when I breathe. Have you tried not breathing? Dear doctor, it hurts when I eat. Have you tried not eating? Dear doctor, it hurts when I poop. That's serious. Oh, 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 oh. Liking the Star Trek. What up, Cristiano? How we doing? Small green trigger point ball that works wonders for me. Yeah, so I got a little recovery pack. It has a ball. It has a little spiky ball. It's also got a lacrosse ball. It's got one of those like double balls, you know? Went to a destination wedding. It was pretty awesome. Just got to do mine that way. I mean, I think it would be really neat. I ain't trying to diss on it. Snooks, if you could redo your wedding, would you do one? Like, would you go through the whole deal to do a destination wedding? Nancy, how you doing? Welcome in. Can I get a shout for Nancy? Have a great lurk. Literally had a friend tell me to just not fall. Just don't fall. I have a question. Go ahead, Lou. I'm so excited for a destination wedding in August. Only invited siblings. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a smaller affair. And I think that is A-okay. That is A-okay. Kissing device I sent you? I did not. Did you send it on Instagram? I think I missed that one. Went for a walk about a mile after lunch, and the muscle in front of my shin, tibialis anterior, was so fucking sore and fatigued. How many fuck am I get up that's causing this? Are you heel striking when you walk? Are you heel striking? That is my first inclination of a question to ask. As if you're just coming down hard on that heel, then you might be overreaching with your footsies. I can give a more physical demonstration of that. Oh, but if you're getting shin splints, just gonna need to focus on them tibbies. Ah, okay, yeah. So that's gonna be your problem right there. Those are not great shoes for walking. Not to just like be like, bam, there's your answer. But I don't have anyone that would attend a destination wedding, or especially a second marriage just for fun, even if it was my first. I don't think anyone that would have anyone that would drop the money. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think destination weddings can be really great. But just, you know, the expectation that like some people aren't going to be able to go. Large vacation with a huge group. The wedding part was minimal. Someone was telling me that their like wedding was like a full weekend. It was like a summer camp weekend. Maybe that was an in-person or an IRL connection. Ooh, Sega, hello. How you doing? How you doing? Only shoes I have. I guess I gotta go shopping. Yeah, you should. If you're, and I would apply the same thing we discussed with running shoes to walking. Right. I used to just use any old shoes for walking, like get whatever casual shoes I wanted, and I have discovered that I can no longer do that. My gait just like, I need a little more support when I'm planning to go for like longer walks. So I got to be kind of careful about what shoes I use, what boots I use in the winter. A little too far forward on those. We'll get ready. Wagyu, buddy. But yeah, so to illustrate, right, like a good gait is going to be, that's gonna be much harder to do when walking, right? You're, for the most part, keeping pressure on the midfoot when you're walking, right in the middle of the foot, not like coming forward on your toes, right? Not reaching out and catching yourself with your heel. Every time you catch yourself with your heel, with your foot in front of your body, you're putting pressure on your shins, you're putting pressure on your knee, and you're like sending that shock to where you have to roll through that entire step. If you have to train yourself to do tinier steps when you're walking, that's a valid thing. That's a valid thing. It takes time to make yourself do it. All right, 225 on the bar. Evo, thank you for the resub, my dude. How are you? It is such a pleasure to see you getting back in the game. Getting back onto streaming a little more. He ain't gonna shout himself, but yeah, those are words we can use to describe him. I don't feel like I'm overreaching with my stride. Perhaps the outcomes would support the fact that I am. I could be wrong, Lou. I could be wrong. But in the meantime, get that tibialis stretch. So go ahead and like lean up against the wall. And you know this, but I'm more sharing this for everyone else's sake. Even if they're super sore, lean up against the wall or against a bar. Just like curl those toes up. Hold that for like 5 seconds. And then come down, keeping the heels planted to the floor, curl the toes up, really flex that, that anterior tibialis muscle, and then come back down. Also, just like do some standing calf raises. I know that I need to do a little more mobility work and cut back my effort when I'm like constantly doing calf raises throughout the day. Because just like when it starts to do a little bit of hurting, when your calves start to hurt, when you start to lose a little bit of mobility, just like start there. So you need a cure for your, I'm not saying that word. Is this a trap? This feels like a trap. Off work Wednesday, I guess I'm going shoe shopping, and it's payday tomorrow. Yeah, I also get paid tomorrow. I also get paid tomorrow. IMO. In my opinion, you can't trust this man as far as you can throw him. You can't trust him, Mr. Krabs. Squidward, have you met Segason? I don't know if I trust him very much. He started fondling Gary's eyeballs without asking. Paid Ebola and mobility equals Mobola. Mobolita. Paid the last day of the month? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which was a weird adjustment the first time I switched to it, and a weird adjustment the second time I switched to it. Yeah, I get paid once a month. I get one paycheck at the end of the month. Someone asked me to explain a 4.2 grade hill. I have no idea. Do you know these things? Yes, sorta. So 4.2 grade would likely just mean like a 4.2% grade. The 4.2%. And that percentage, I believe, is on a scale of 0, 100%. So like a 90% or a 100% grade would be a straight up and down wall, is how I understand it. I've always only ever been paid once a month. Last job I was paid every week. I'm bi-weekly, but so is my wife, and it's the opposite week, so we get paid every week, which is nice. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Yeah, wifey's bi-weekly. I was bi-weekly for like 4 years, but I was monthly before that. And that was like my first job out of college. So you can imagine that it was somewhat difficult to get used to managing my money that way. Ooh. Oh, let's see if we can squat 305 after running 10 miles yesterday. That'll be fun. Monthly teaches you not to blow your wages on shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It could be like angle degrees. I think there are different systems for describing it. Very truly. Mr. 305. Mr. Maybe 135. What up, Daya? How we doing? How we doing? How you feeling post-lift today? You mean Mr. 135? 135, but like as your body weight, and you're lifting like 3 times as much as everyone else here, if that's what you mean. Shoulder kind of hurts. It is what it is. I feel like you're on the road to recovery, my dude. I don't know. Like my perspective from checking in every once in a while is that you've had a couple of things, but you're slowly working through them. My new squat PR is the bar. Which bar? Was it Joe's Crab Shack? Did you squat an entire Joe's Crab Shack? You just called Dia small. I said he's not heavy. He's wait. I'm not wrong about that, right? Like you are kind of a lower weight class, but you're strong as hell. Adam Driver. How heavy are you? I am so I have to weigh in again on Wednesday, but I'm 184 as my last weigh-in. Okay, I was completely incorrect. I was completely incorrect. I did not think you were 135 pounds. I did not actually think you were 135 pounds, but I thought, yeah. Okay. You know, it's really weird. It's you ever like realize as you get a little bit older how like the things that make you feel really embarrassed just kind of changes over time? Oh, you can allow. Go for it. Oh. Yeah. Hey Lou, you put it out there. Get out. It's me, Charlie. Welcome in. Welcome back. How we doing? I round up. Wow. The temperature difference was astounding. I felt like way too hot, and now I'm kind of cold. Tiger, sorry. Hello, handsome Joe. Hope your day's going well. Look like a damn snack. Can I take a bite? Tiger, you are entitled to a nibble. How you doing, friend? Happy P, welcome in. This is the natty curse. Moment I have to start rounding down. Be worried. I'm doing okay, Charlie. I'm doing well. Describing, got some weird little injuries creeping up. Wait, what did I say I was gonna do for another warm-up set? I said to say 275. Okay, that's fine. And by fine, I mean I am worried. I am intimidated. Ooh, 225 bench coming quicker than I thought. 200 for 4 reps. Sick. Sick. It's good stuff. Yeah, my numbers are going to freeze and maybe drop back a little. We're increasing volume. Have you ever hit 200 pounds? Yes. After my freshman year of college, I was 215. I was 215. I put on 25 pounds that year and then lost 40. Lost 40 after that summer. Bit of a stomach bug hit me last night, so didn't sleep well. I'm here to hang out with you. Oh, shoot, Tiger. I'm sorry about your bug. I'm sorry about your buggy. Give me food, give me food. Tabs, right now, because of the whole like running and lifting thing, I don't go more than like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours without food. Small amounts of food. But if I can help it, I'm eating every 2 to 3 hours. How tall are you? I mean, you are just like, you're made of steel cable, my dude. Like, that's why I've always been so impressed by your lifts. I am 5'10". I used to say 5'11", then I realized that those kinds of lies didn't really get me anywhere, so. Okay, lock this one in. Okay. I had 30 pounds. I've found best thing for me while I'm running, heavy running training, keeping the volume low. Makes life so much better. No one's 5'11". It just doesn't exist. Dan, you said you're always hungry too? Marathon training will mess you up. You should just chew some gum. Oh my God. 5'10" to 6'1" is the same height. Short Kings in denial. Average height gang, stand up. Sorry, statistically average height gangs stand up. I've shrunk over the years. I'm like 5'8" now. Well, gravity is stronger up in Canada, right? That's how I understood it. That's why Canadians are so nice. Because they know that they're going to be shrinking for the rest of their lives. And if you know that by the time you're going to be 80 years old... Ooh, stars and bars. Explains why the balls hang so low. V-Wink, welcome in. Bars Raiders, hello. How we doing today? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. Use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, we play video games. All the time. We're an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. Experiencing cool stories together. And talking about the gravitational effect of Canada. Canadians don't believe in gravity, but it does bring them down like everyone else. D-Lit, welcome in. Raiders, hi. Stars, how was your lift, my dude? What did you work on today? Raiders, let me know if you want to see a little raid trailer. Tell you what we're all about here. If not, I will shut my gazonga. I would love to see a little raid trailer. Squats, but I'm on a deload this week. I almost deloaded this week, and I decided not to. Hey, I'm gonna show you a little something to tell us what we... Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for taking a little viewsy. Raiders, if you can't stick around, I totally get it. Bars, I know you have like a family and stuff, so do what you gotta do. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a sip, grab some weights, pick them up, put them down. Take your meds if you haven't done so today. Take your Flintstones Chewy multivitamins. Don't skip your Flintstones multivitamins. Want to do a deload? Do I just go lower weight and still as many reps as I can? Tabs, we can talk about deloads. I think that'd be a good thing to talk through. Bars, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for the raid, and welcome in V-Wink. It is on YouTube, Chris. It is on the YouTube channel. It is the channel trailer on YouTube. And if you have not subscribed on YouTube yet, I would highly recommend that you make your way over there and click that little subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get all the notifications on films that come out on the channel. Yeah, we'll talk about deloads in just a moment. Hang on. I'm kind of scared of this set. Being scared is good. Nothing but a peanut. Ooh. Depth check. Please and thank you. Felt a little shallow. Steak and olives. Welcome in. Back hurts just watching this. Was very deep. I care about everyone. I'm homosexual. I somehow have not heard that yet. Welcome in, Steak. Imagine caring for anyone other than yourself. Says the man who loves his dog. Don't even front. If you have had a dog for more than 2 years, you can't claim you don't care about nobody. Steak, no lives. No lives at stake, but steak. But I go by both. Okay. See, I was really trying to figure it out because originally I read it steak, like steak and olives. And I felt like, oh, that's a very pleasant culinary combination. Like, I don't really like olives, but if they were on steak or associated with steak, I think I might be okay with them. But I'll call you Steak. We'll call you Steak. I hate olives. I've got bad news. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Tomorrow I'm going to a streamer's party. She's meeting with her viewers, hope everything goes well. I hope it goes well for you too. Wow. It'd be like that. Malik! How you doing, big man? How you doing? How you doing? Whew. I don't want to alarm anyone, including myself, but this is the first time I've squatted more than 300 pounds in like many years. Making hella gains. Yeah. It's been a good winter. It's been a good winter. The thing that I was really worried about was how I would rebound into running after this winter, and been fine. Been fine. First couple weeks were kind of rough, trying to get 3-4 runs in, but I'm feeling mostly okay today. If it stops raining, I need to go outside and run 3 miles before the day is out. So hopefully we get a little bit of better weather. You at work today, big man? Oh, we're going to talk about deloads. So Tabs, are you still here? Are you still here to talk about these loads? I'm going to do a quick set of push-ups. Dopest Maxis. I plan to pick up a form of cardio as well. Oh boy. Oh. So now that we've done a little bit of warm up and we're working on squat, we're going to save some time by beginning to warm up for bench. Jeez. Loads. Working to lurker per usual. I appreciate you, my dude. You know how hard it is to make sure Stards deloads? Man works hard. He refuses to not work hard. Morning, Esther. Bill, I'll answer that question in a minute. I want to talk about deloads. So there are a couple of approaches to deloads. One is like targeted deload, which is if you have like specific areas that you want to give a little bit of extra rest over the course of a week, you can just follow that path. So like, say it's like you want to take an upper body deload. So you'll still do all your leg work, but for your upper body, you'll cut your movements, you'll cut your volume down by about 50%, and you'll cut your working load by about 70%. So like, just to use like the most simple numbers possible, right? Say I normally do like 5 or 6 reps of bench press, 4x6 bench press at 100 pounds, right? For a deload week, I would do 2 to 3 sets of 3 to 4 reps of 50 to 60 pounds on bench press. So it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be like totally on it, but the idea is that you are more, if you call it a form week, that's the same way to look at it. So you can either do it targeted or you can just do like full body. And I always recommend doing full body just because like it's a good mental break, if nothing else. Some people don't need to deload. Some people who are like elite athlete freaks of nature don't ever need to deload. I just do 5x10 with everything. No. Yeah, half the weight, 70% of the so no, sorry, 70% of the weight, but like here, I'm gonna write it down. 60 to 70% weight, 50 to 60% volume. So that's like not a hard rule, but it can be a good general thing to follow. Dane Fitness, welcome in. How you doing today? Welcome. What brings you in today? Haven't tried to deload for a while. I feel like the 30-second workout with 30 seconds rest time is more suitable. That's fine. And like if you're just doing like calisthenic workouts, you might not need to deload. You probably don't. But if you're lifting heavy, or if you're doing a lot of cardio, if you're doing like running training, you are going to want to have a deload or a down week. So not this week, but next week, I'm cutting my mileage to 50% and splitting up my runs throughout the week, taking it slow. Ooh, popcorn. Ugh. I'm very pleased that it did not feel as difficult as I expected it to feel. That's it. A couple of top sets in the bag. Hey, watch it down there. I got 265. Next thing we're hopping on. Keep using them sub bumpers. Jack, welcome in. Welcome in, Jack. I'm doing great, thank you. We're lifting. It's raining outside. I may have a little peanut butter jelly sandwich. You're to steal tags. Sorry, I might just stay to enjoy your stream. That's fine. Thanks for saying hello. I can appreciate your honesty. Do you mean like stealing tags as in shoplifting? Are you the new Macklemore? Sorry, that song isn't about shoplifting. It's about buying clothes. I have a question, if you'll allow me to ask. I will. It is allowed. As long as you feel that that question is appropriate. Lusty Bard. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Chris, hello. How you doing? How we doing, Chris? Happy Monday. Ooh. At what point is it okay to acknowledge that some people don't know what they don't know? I may need more context to answer that particular question. That is very vague. I think it's okay to acknowledge at any point that people don't know what they don't know, because that's just kind of the truth of the universe, isn't it? Trying to find your raid trailer to send to a friend in the Midwest. What? So you went straight to the YouTube channel, Chris? It should be right on the front page of the YouTube channel. Gonna study Italian with your stream on. I feel more comfortable with your company. Molto bene. Nice to meet you. How goes today? It goes well. It goes well. Person was playing that game and had no idea about JK's stance on things. I don't know anything at work right now. I'm not a knower. I don't know shit about fuck. Welcome in Mask for Mask. The search continues. No, it's okay. It's okay, Chris. So did the link not work for you? They're like, oh, that's not cool. Yeah, so Jack, to me that sounds less like, and I'm gonna be really honest with you, as like I'm coming at this as like a person to person. Let me give you feedback on how that comes off. That sounds less like you teed it up like a question, but then proceeded to instead like make a point in trying to explain what your question was. Does that make sense? And I'm not saying that that's always a bad thing. But in this particular thing where I've kind of made it clear how I feel about it. No, it's okay. It's okay. Just give it feedback. I did ask for more context. That's on me. Getting a raise last week and now not knowing what to do. Oh no. Yep, some people just gonna play it. I suppose. I suppose. Look, so do we want to get into it again? Cause I will. I will. I'll absolutely crack open this can of worms again. but we can just move on from it. That's the other thing we can do. Whew. We got 3 more sets. 2 more sets of squats. Yeah. Yeah. We do not stand. We do not stand. I will not play this game. I think that if you're going to use any piece of art in a public forum, you should be aware of what it means and does. It's one thing to play it in the privacy of your own home, one thing to read it in like the privacy of your own home. It's another thing to platform it and give it more exposure, right? This is not me saying that anyone who like, okay, I said I was going to move on and I didn't. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Okay, we're going to do some push-ups. And then we'll do some band rotations. Ugh. Ugh. All right. What were we talking about before that question? Let me just go back. Tabs, did you have any other questions about deloading? Running or lifting, probably. So we're doing a little rotation. Para, hello. Welcome in, Para. Yep, I would say that's spot on, Moon. Been lurking since the start. Thank you for being thanks for being here today, Para. How are you doing? How many working sets, warm-up sets do you do for deload days? I keep it similar. I try to make sure, like warm-ups and cooldowns especially, try to be consistent. Try to keep consistent with those because those are going to be more helpful in, like, again, trying to maintain range of motion and all that. It wasn't even in auto mod. IDK, what happened there? Not sure what happened there. Oh, voice to text. Gotcha. I guess it makes sense that you can use voice to text with Twitch, but I never considered it. Tetsuya Nomura came out as one of the most bigoted individuals of all time, still going to play FF7, and created a thing that I wholeheartedly enjoy, and I picked apart mental gymnastics being problematic until it came out. He was problematic. Still playing the game. Yeah. So again, I do think that there is that, and this is the thing, is that there's always nuance to it, right? There's always nuance to it, right? There's a difference between like taking in media that you've already purchased that is from a creator that is either, there's a difference between someone who is actively pushing forward a harmful agenda and someone who is like, who said something and then apologized. There's a difference between someone who what metal is that blue barbell? It is Cerakote. People I know who will not know until they are told. Yeah, Cerakote. So this is the Rogue bar. No, but okay. So I'll widen it out. I won't continue this conversation on this particular thing. But what I'll say is I will I will agree with you in the sense that people need to be told that they are doing something wrong sometimes. However, if you have a public platform, you don't get that excuse, right? If like me as a streamer, like one of the implicit risks in being a streamer is like folks will take whatever you say, like sometimes at face value, sometimes people will hold them to like a very high standard, and that's just part of it, right? If you are willing to put something out there and not willing to take feedback on that thing, that it is harmful to another human being, or that you should maybe reconsider your use of that thing or engagement in that thing, one, not good human, two, not good business. Yeah, so Cerakote is a coating, like a powder coating that is used to protect steel, I believe. ABG, thank you. Use what I know to educate others when it comes up. Exactly. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, and I think that that's okay. I think that's okay to be like, hey, were you aware of this thing? Like I've had a couple of those conversations with content creators that I know of like, hey, I'm thinking about like doing this thing or playing this game. Like, I support you and I want you to be aware, like, if you're open to the feedback on like what this is associated with, here it is. But like, people gotta make their own choices. It's okay, Jack. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly it, Moon. B and I had that combo. I appreciate that, Dan. I appreciate that. No, please don't apologize. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. One, you asked permission. Two, I asked for context, and we talked through it. That's all good. People got to enjoy the things they want to enjoy. There are social consequences to enjoying certain things, just like there are bodily consequences to enjoying certain things. Ooh, I'll drop the I'll drop the line that someone laid on me at a job a while back. It wasn't about something that I did. It wasn't about something that I did, but freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. Just because the law protects you from saying or doing something. Good chunk of our earnings in the Muncie Place, the Trevor Project, other groups who support LGBTQIA. Yeah. And it is, again, how you choose to engage. My personal preference is to not, because people in my life have told me that it is more harmful to them than it is worth me being willing to do. I got one more set of squats to go. Oh, thank you, Pierce. How you doing, Pierce? Buongiorno, Principessa. Bell's like, hey, check out the nips. Miss Kate and her boyfriend, who is trans, how they felt. That's the other important thing. Just like talk to people whose human experience it is to like be affected by that, right? I am, and just add one more little piece. Just one more little piece here. I am of a set of very privileged social identities, and as such, I'm going to host those conversations. I'm going to be willing to entertain the nuance with folks to help them understand the way that I see the world. Now, if you are a content creator who is of a marginalized identity, including those in the LGBTQIA community, that's not something you have to put up with. Squats. Also, I heard it's not a good game anyway. Caught up with all my homework. Yes. That's the shit. Was it that timeout last week? Don't care enough. Know people who would prefer not to hurt, who do feel hurt by it. But I did care enough to want to play it. I'll just play it, not on stream, but I'll play it. And I think again, there's so many ads. No. There is that difference. There is that nuance. Bell. Yeah, Bell put up the fan house. I just put up a little locked set yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if it was that good. It's just me and Evie chilling in a sunbeam. Lou, are you trying to reignite the discussion? You have freed me. Thank you, Jack, for the gift sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Reignite these nuts. Please do not ignite my nuts. Yeah, so I'll use a personal example. I read the first 3 books of the Ender's Game series before I found out that Orson Scott Card is like a complete bigot. Play Relight My Fire by Take That. I don't know that song actually. Hang on, I take off my belt. I don't need this belt no more. By one, I mean piece of shit. Yeah, he's a bad dude. And so like it was one of those situations where I was like slowly becoming aware of it as I was reading through his books. I read Ender's Game and just because people said like, oh, it's really good. It's a really good book. It's a really cool story. And then I read the next one. I think it was Speaker for the Dead. And as I was reading it, I was just like, this is kind of like weirdly cultural dominant. Like it had a narrative of like very, very much like white savior. And I was like, this is kind of weird. And then as I started the 3rd book, I was like, maybe I'll just examine this a little bit. So yeah, me in my early 20s. I read 2 whole ass long books before I realized. So yeah, people don't know what they don't know. Appreciate your point as a cis person. I find a lot of people have so many opinions about trans people. Most of them don't know. Will never interact with a trans person. They still have opinions about it. Fucking weird. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay, Lou. I bother him on the daily. We love our trans friends. If you mess with our trans friends, your pronouns are about to be was, were. And that's the stance. Okay, we got to get some bench going. So, ooh, wow, it took a long time with squats. Oof. Chicken and chips with stuffing? Damn, Lou. Bench, 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 bench. No, but I've also been fortunate enough to like find myself in communities that are pretty diverse, right? Like if you grow up in a community that doesn't really have folks that don't look like you, don't ascribe to the same belief system that you do, you don't get a lot of things that challenge your belief systems or challenge the prejudices that you have. And that is a disadvantage. Being socialized towards a certain lens of looking at the world is a disadvantage. 30 minutes before I got to get ready to work out. What's on the menu, Jack? What are you doing today? Whose wall was it really? Oh my God. You know what? I'd have to do a little research. I'd have to do a little research to even contribute to that discussion in a small way. Haha, gotcha. Guess what? That's it. That's it right there, friends. Can I research that and get back to you? Gotcha. I may have to address some like increasingly evident wrist issues with my bench. But yeah, I say that shit at work all the time. Yeah, please have 24 hours to evaluate that request and get back to you. I just want to let you know that this communication is received. I'm looking into it right now. Hi, Wifey! My vote is Starfleet. I think Starfleet got there first. I believe I said this on Friday. Or something along these lines. You know, I watch a lot of sci-fi. I've caught a lot of sci-fi in my day. And I think one of the things that terrifies me, like different things will scare you. Thank you. Different things will scare you about TV and media as you grow up. The most recent intrusive thought that I've been having, thank you. Most recent intrusive thought that I've been having is someone could be time traveling and just messing with everything. Like right now. We just never know. You know? We're all just NPCs. With time travel in particular, we just wouldn't know. What's up with that? Inspector Jeff, welcome in. I'm out of water. Beans. We'll do one more set. We'll do one more set, and then I'll go up and re-up the agua. Wrist problems when I bench too. I need to diagnose it a little bit. Oh no, you're fine, Jeff. Power cage, this one came from Titan Fitness. This is the Titan T2. It is the short version for my short ass basement. Theory on 2020. Stop the killer wasps, but at what cost? Some butterfly effect business happening. No one can do anything about it. All because Ashton Kutcher was born. Someone tried to go back in the past to prevent Ashton Kutcher from being born and thus prevent the butterfly effect from being a part of modern society. You have an ass basement? Doesn't everybody? I'm sorry. I gotta check myself on this one. Left side is weaker because I'm very right side dominant. Oh no, you're talking about a basement. I'm talking about an ass basement. You know, a cavity. I'm sorry. Why did I say that? Butt basement, if you will. Where's Butt Spot? Where's Butt Spot when you need him? Everyone thinks about how small things in the past would affect the future. No one thinks about how small things now will affect the future. Rectum damn near killed him. No, you're right though, Para. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, do we want another perspective on that? Do we want more words? Every conversation you have with another human being counts. Every single conversation counts. They don't have to be perfect, but they do count. Because every time you have an interaction with a person, you communicate through your body language, through your words, through your actions, how much their time and feelings mean to them. You communicate something about your perception of their worth. You ain't got to be perfect. You can be aware of it. Had to come out of the butt basement. Well, we'll all come out of the butt basement, zombie. You know, I've been trying to think about what design needs to go here. I've been trying to plan that out for the last 6 months. Is it just a big peach? Is that what we want? I've thought about doing an honest to God like poll / community challenge to figure out what logo / decal would go on the deadlift platform. Because every time I try to think of an idea, it doesn't feel right. Welcome in, zombie. How you been? Very intense on being the best version of myself for those around me type of person. That's a good thing. Maybe we do the previous challenges first. I want my calendar. I want a watermelon squashed between your thighs on stream. What else do I owe? You know what? I owe a couple of things. I'm going to go stand in a corner. Welcome in. Welcome back. I was just thinking about you this morning as I was looking for a pair of UFOs. I don't know that I properly thanked you for the biddies yesterday. I really appreciated that. That was very kind. Hope it didn't feel lost in the shuffle. But I'm trying to work with my my local running shop, see if they can order me a pair. All right, I really got to hurry this up because I'm essentially, I have taken as long to warm up on bench as it has taken me to do bench on some days. So we're gonna get these top sets knocked out. Ugh. Not even supersetting today. Sheesh Louise. Anything for you, Beyonce. Hashtag no clip. Jack, have a good day. Take it easy, buddy. Busy morning at work. Going well. Thank you for thinking of me. You're very welcome for the bits. Have your Pokemon deck built. I'll send you a photo later. Nice. I can't wait to see my Mons. Anyone check out the news from today? They just announced the DLC for Scarlet Violet. Supposedly it's like off map and everything. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. We finally have gotten to the point around here where pretty much everyone has their power back. Not pretty much everyone. There's still a fair amount of people that don't have their power yet. But so the Pokemon presents. Now Pokemon can track my sleep. Yeah, that part of it was a little bit concerning. I found that to be a little unnecessary. Like, I'm not even like surveillance state kind of dude, but that just seemed like it was just maybe just don't, you know? Like sometimes you should. Sometimes you should take advantage of opportunities to engage people with peripherals of your product and work them into your daily routine. Sleep is not one of those things. Sleep is one of those things, I think. Yeah. I'm so excited for more Pokemon. Oh, we get 2 new legendaries coming out, right? Pikachu is watching you always. Well, obviously. Obviously. Pikachu, no. Not Bixby. Thank you. Wasting time on sleep trackers instead of investing in VR capabilities. Ain't that something else? Nintendo, I don't think Nintendo will ever do VR. There's so much about doing like minimal hardware and minimal hardware costs with everything else. Is it aimed at kiddies? And there's a pokey toothbrushing thing, I think. You know, Para, you raised a very interesting question. I don't think they are. Ooh. Is Pokemon advertised to kids anymore? Is it for children? This I do not know. All right, 235 for 2. Great. Great. Kids that started with it and growing it with them. Maybe that's why they're so all over the place. It's because they're trying to capture everyone as a market, and it's just like getting weird. Most is toys and physical products. You could have hit that for 5 easy. Go back. So Jeff, I probably could have at RPA 10, but I am not doing that today. Bell, I will ban you. Bell sent me an Instagram reel. Yeah, Jeff, I might have been able to hit 4 if I was like really trying to knock it out. But I'm just trying to, again, I've got a little bit of wrist stuff going on. I'm training for a half marathon, and so like my strength stuff is taking a little bit of a back seat. So it's like a nice knowing you. There is a wellness minute in there, and I will get to that soon. So it's like kind of a, one could say, I am training very non-optimally because I am doing powerlifting structure for my compound lifts, and then bodybuilding structure for my accessories, and then doing like, I mean, I think this week I'm supposed to run almost 30 miles, working my way up. Bella, I want to give you Superset King not doing supersets. What up, Jigga Man? Yeah, so everything else is going to be supersets and giant sets, but with my bench, I've been allowing myself to just do bench on its own lately. I'll normally pair bench with an overhead tricep extension or with some rear delt raises. And like my numbers have gone up quite a bit this winter since I've just let myself do a bench focus on its own. But yeah, I certainly could be pushing harder every day, but I'm very injury prone. Welcome back, Evo. So yeah, that's kind of my approach right now. I cut it back a little bit. I might be sandbagging, but I am getting faster. And since I'm getting faster, we will stay the course. Jeff, can I ask what kind of training you're doing? Are you primarily bodybuilding, powerlifting, strongman, power building? So many categories nowadays. Deadlift specialist. Man's like, I'll make you superset. Power strongman building. Mega Man training. Here's your squats. Hashtag sandbagging. No, so I did my first powerlifting program this past winter. I did the I want to say it's still here on a command. Maybe, yeah. I did the TSA 9-week program, and it just it opened my eyes to a little bit, because I was before, I think, going like RPE 9, RPE 10, not RPE 10, like definitely 8 and 9 on pretty much all of my compounds, like all the time, and then getting like really confused when I wasn't making a ton of progress, or when I wasn't necessarily just like, I wouldn't feel good. I'd feel like I felt broken all the time. I didn't know where a workout would fit in. Doing a strength hypertrophy training for the summer, 3 days of 30-minute cardio. Started my program last week. Oh, right on. Okay. So you got it going on. You got it figured out. You got some things in the works. Sweetie Petiti Parakeeti. Hey, Eric. How you doing, Eric? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in. Y'all go check out I Hate Being Scared. Working from home today? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Enjoy your laundry and your nap. JK, I know not all people who work from home do laundry and naps on the job. But some do. Some do. I've talked to people. I'm doing laundry, see? So here's something. If you are someone who works from home at any point, you should not be doing laundry in your free time. This is your HR representative telling you, if you work from home and you are able to do laundry at home, don't do laundry in your free time. Then I would have no clothes. I don't see how that's a problem. Hashtag work naked. That's the next. We've gotten like through the whole like quiet quitting thing. Now the next pumped up HR hashtag is going to be hashtag quiet quit, or no, hold on. Quiet naked quitting. Quit naked. There we go. Hashtag quit naked. Oh, come on. If you're gonna quit, quit naked. But Jeff, this sounds like a great program. I'm trying to make sure I get a decent amount of hypertrophy work in, because like just naturally, what happens when I start upping my running is I shrink a little bit. Like my biceps will start to shrink a little bit, lats will shrink a little bit, shoulders start rounding a little bit more. That's the thing I want to be really careful about this year. When I'm running, right? Like even if I'm running with good form, start to just kind of like punch forward just the tiniest bit. And repetitive motion, It can get you. Working from home made me think of your fan house. Well, I mean, it has the word house in it. But Eric, I hope you have a fantastic day at home. I hope you wear as much pants as you want to wear. And I'm sorry for calling everyone out. Are those cards? I hope those are cards. Oh no, it's a fan. Okay. It's a fan. Okay, I see it now. It's a fan house. Sorry. Like mine so far, trying to be creative, recovering from knee surgery almost a year ago. Barely doing squats and deadlifts. Ooh. Do you have PT from your surgery? Are there particular like rehab moves that you're doing? We're gonna do some Cossack squats today, and I'm upset about it. Fan house. Yeah, fan house is a nice little way to provide some additional support for the stream. You can get a free month sub by going to the link in my socials link tree. You get a little extra content. I'll be completely honest, I am posting less on Instagram because I just much rather share like more intimate updates on Fan House. A little more like stream of consciousness things. Oh, come on. Ah, a little too much shoulder on that one. Keep the rest tight. Yeah, it's a good platform. It's a good platform. Met some cool people through Fan House. Get some good inspiration. It's nice just like turning to the wifey and being like, what would you want to see? What would you want to see me in? Then she gives me ideas. So I'm just like, no, I'm too bashful. Not everything has to be monetized, but it can be. Body sends me mixed signals. Me being scared, I guess. PT, they have me doing pistol squats, kettlebell, Turkish get-ups. Okay. So lots of full kinetic chain stuff. Yeah. When I injured my Achilles, it was a big wake-up call for like, hey, don't skip your single leg stuff. No more skipping single leg stuff. I like Lauren's idea of the kilt. Kilt yoga. Oh, goodness. Is it deload week for you too? You wound me. It's not. It's not. No, I think next week is going to be deload week for me. Who knows? Like maybe I'll just start like really feeling it partway through this week and decide to shift over. But I'm still ramping up this week. I really try to make sure that my mileage and my lifts are paired up so that I'm not just like pushing through one and cutting back and resting on the others. Even though I probably could, right? I could probably take a down week of running and lift just as much. Where this pressure band that wraps around my upper thigh near the hip joint area makes it super tough. Pressure band, upper thigh near the hip joint. Interesting. Huh. I'm not familiar with that. Feels like an interesting feeling. Interesting little machine. Okay, that's 2 minutes. Here we go. Don't stall. Do the thing. Lift my jam. Lift my jam. Miley got slept on this album. Maybe I'm the only one that missed it. Whole thing's full of bangers, though. That's it for bench. We did it, everyone. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay, Valley Simos. We did it. Evo. We picked up the barbell and made it move. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. Yay. I promise that is the last Dora the Explorer reference I will make for the next at least 12 minutes. 12 minutes feels reasonable. Oh, Eddie, are you still here? DB, welcome in. Giving toddler flashbacks. Oh no, not the post-toddler stress disorder. Do people ever refer to toddlers as Tods? I feel like it was like a millennial thing to be like soups and totes. How about Tods? Call ours Toddlezilla, like Bridezillas. Todzillas. Man, that's the only thing I'm missing as an HR person. I mean, I like my name. I like my name, but if I'm an HR, I should be called Todd. Anyway, Eddie, I went climbing last night. I went climbing, and I rocked a couple of 510 pluses. And by rocked, I mean like struggled my way up, but I did indeed complete them. There's a new route setter at the gym, and we're like trying to support him by doing his routes, even though he's like a much better climber than I am. I mean, that's not a hard thing. It's not harder to be a better climber than I am. But I was like kind of nervous about taking on his route. Like, you know, I'll just give it a try, and if I don't finish it, that's cool. And one of the routes was called Please Don't Yell at Me. But no, I was like, it was very challenging, but I did finish it. But then I call you Thod, like you're an HR. I am a human resources practitioner. I love struggling. No, it was really cool because one of them started off with you had this kind of like slopey pinched hold, and there was like one little nub for the foot, and you had to like sit on the sloped hold and like start here at the top and then arm bar yourself into a knee bar, and like it was just very like the start of it was just incredibly like fun but really difficult. Eating this chicken and stuffing and chips. Yo, Lou, I'm a little envious. I'm hella envious. Hello, Niche. Is that what you want? Or do you want me to call you Nick with an H? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. In California. So I am not actually in California. If you look closely at the flag, the bear has two heads. That is a Fallout reference. Okay, I need to make sure I actually have everything. Brown gravy. Oh my God. You okay? You okay, Spotify? What is going on?
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco. Poison chosen specially. Kill Cusco.
Poison. It's just Nick, but I spell it with an H. Okay. Well, welcome in, Nick. What is up with my Spotify right now? Hang on a second, friends. What the hell? Nick. This is terrifying. Do my other playlists work? Hello? Hello, Granicus. Okay, I'm going to stop the music for just a moment. I need to get this set in. That is very strange. That is a very strange occurrence. We will get it going again in a little bit. Ugh. Oh boy. I just thought you were doing a remix. That's a big 2-4, buddy. Thank you for the resub, my dude. My man. Thank you. Do you feel sad when I call you this name? I guess I do not totally appreciate it. 2 years. Absolutely huge. 2 years is a long ass time. Of course, I've known the man much longer than that. Oh, wow. That particular lift is a miserable thing with these. And what are we doing? Ooh, Cossacks. So if you think it's an inappropriate word, why are you using it, broski? The name isn't aesthetically pleasing, is that correct? This is true. Obrick, thank you so much for the 2 years. 2 years. Wait, you should be able to subscribe for like 6 months at a time. You are, though. All right, let's see if Spotify has unyucked itself. I see. Well, yes. That is not my name. If it gives you a chuckle to say it, I suppose it doesn't really doesn't really bother me that much. But I will repeat that I don't necessarily find it that wonderful. Hang on. So you're doubling down. Okay. We have to kill Spotify. We have to kill it. Aha. End task. Beautiful. Start over. What is going on? Thank you, Para. I appreciate it. Brisk, be calm. My Spotify is actively being hacked. We're going to attempt something, and it may just like completely kill my frame rate. But we'll give it a go. I need to sing for you? Kiss me out on the builded barley. Swing, swing out on the green, green grass. Nightly. Now would be a great time for karaoke. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's too loud. My goodness, thank you so much for the gift subs, yo. I don't know what the hell's going on. Thank you, thank you. Can I change my redeem to share voice? Are you single? Thank you for the biddies, Eddie. Can y'all hear the jams? Are they too loud or are they just about right? Let me know how the volume is. And we'll just keep this whole thing going. I'm gonna slide this out so I can get back here and do some Cossacks. We love Cossack squats, except I might not actually be able to do them. One, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ball sack squats. I like that even better. Welcome in, Chicken Priest. Can I be very honest? If you redeem share, thank you for the Prime sub. Hang on. These go up to 90 pounds, Jeff. They're at 55 right now. I do believe. Yo, thank you everyone for the hype train. You Sammed it and didn't finish your sentence? Where did I stop? Oh. No, the workout's going great. I'm moving a little slow today. Aside from that, we're doing all right. Oh. That is the one exercise that these are really not good for. Do me a excuse. If you redeem share, I'm just gonna be singing. I don't think anybody wants that. Did you know in Okami you play as a wolf? Bork bork. More rest and more volume. Heck yeah. More volume of words coming from my mouth, primarily. Here, we'll change up the camera for some. We can follow Malik's lead. We'll call him ball sack squats. Whoa! More volume coming from my mouth? Yeah. That kind of tweaked my knee a little bit. in this economy.
Do it.
Ugh. I'll be honest, I don't really get it. I don't really get it. Normally, I think I get it. I don't really get it. Thank you, everyone, for the gift subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Obrick, I didn't... In all the wildness of what was happening, I didn't properly say thank you. I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for being here for 2 years. Thank you for those gift subs. Wrong tag. You're not getting my joke? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel like I just want to keep trying Spotify in vain. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Makes me really sad. Can y'all hear music? Can I confirm that? Hey, boss. Thank you for the lurk. Wendell, thank you so much for the lurk. Hope y'all are having a great day. My stinking knee. Here we go. There is music. Okay. We're listening to Game Chops. Hope everyone's okay with it. I guess I could just put it on a different source and like listen to whatever music I want, but I ain't risking it. I got it all set up, so let me know about volume too. Do you wear a compression sleeve? On my knees? I do not. I do not. I've thought about doing squatting sleeves for my knees. Thought about it. Feels like I've tweaked my QL or oblique somehow. Feels tweaky back there. Was it like a particular thing that you did, or did it just kind of pop up for you? I'm sorry, Sega. That's frustrating. Hey, thank you for the raid train, everybody. Do you wear compression sleeves on D's? So I did wear compression sleeves on my ankles for a while, actually. It was, I think it was when I was training for my ultra, and I still have them. These boys, they're right here. I put these around my calves. They're a little, I mean, they haven't been used in a while. They're clean, but calf compression is one of those things that people talked about for, that people recommended for like ultra marathoners. Butt knots, huh? Yeah. Don't forget to respect. Don't forget to respect initial Russian butt knots. I think my meeting is at 3, but I'm gonna make sure. I think I still have an hour. My meeting is until 3:15, so I'm good. What sort of shoe recommendations would you have for my particular issues? So Lou, without knowing like your full gait, I would recommend whatever is advertised as a neutral running shoe. So one that does not necessarily control for, I'm sorry, it's been sitting on back view. One that doesn't necessarily control for pronation. But like Dan said, if you can get to a run shop, I would just let them do the evaluation for you, because they'll be able to like see a little more specific. Yeah, so like honestly, you can find pretty decent neutral shoes like at reasonable prices. If you go to a run shop, they probably are gonna want to sell you a more expensive pair of shoes. But if you get yourself like a pair of New Balances or Asics, I feel like are usually available at discount shoe shops. I mean, this is the US context, right? So, you know, take that whole thing with a grain of salt, but Asics or New Balances, I think, are usually pretty safe, neutral shoe choices. I would avoid Nike. I would avoid it. Not because they're like bad shoes all the time, but because I don't think they do as great with neutral shoes and like really supportive shoes. All right, I'm gonna switch these to single arm. That is, it just ain't working. Just ain't working. Vanilla peeps, how we doing? Welcome in. Are you well read on treadmills? Somewhat. I don't know if I would say I'm well read, but I know the general landscape. And it varies. Oh. Get it? Because treadmills have variable incline. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good joke. But I'm happy to dish about treadmills. Ten out of 10 joke. Thank you. Looking to get the most durable one out there for $1,000 or less. All right, well, if I'm gonna give you the most truthful answer, you're gonna have to pick between those two things, unfortunately. If you want the most durable, you're gonna be paying a little more. You can get a pretty decent treadmill for, you know, like brand new. If you're looking for one with almost all the bells and whistles, you can get one for $700 to $1,200. If you're looking for one that has everything and is like really well tested, you'll be paying $1,600 to $2,000. One I've seen is a Horizon T1. But what are you looking to do, Sega? Are you looking to just do some like walking or jogging? Like if you're looking to go full cardio. Always been awkward with treadmills, run with heavy steps. So I'm always afraid that I would break them. Yeah, they're a lot hardier than people give them credit for. As long as you don't buy a super cheap one. My dad actually, oh, okay. Can I ask how much your dad weighs? Sorry for my behavior, I shall be better. All right. That's okay. Welcome back. Get something for 1/10 of the price. Sega, do y'all have a pretty... So around here, the big thing is like Facebook Marketplace. Like that's gonna be your best route towards getting like a really affordable treadmill. It is a huge mystery to me. Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries. That's pretty much it. I trust my mods to make a call. And if a mod ain't feeling it anymore, I trust them to make the call. Thank you. Nope. Thank you, Para. I appreciate it. I probably let that stuff go a little bit too much longer than it needs to. Too forgiving. Ooh. So Sega at 210, You can get pretty much any like mid-range treadmill and not have issues. Usually it's around 250 to 270, like 250 to 260 is what some of the weight limits are. And at that level, like that's where you should pay a little bit more close attention to sturdiness, right? But most treadmills, 210, you're not gonna have any issues. I can look at the one you were talking about if you want. You got any insight on a Stairmaster? You know, that is one piece of equipment that I haven't really looked into. Partially because like my ceilings are so low. I never found that one could be, that it was possible to really get one involved. I understand they're just pretty expensive. Like you can kind of, to my general understanding, you can get the same kind of feel from getting an elliptical as you can from a Stairmaster. Sarabada. Sorry. Sure thing, Sega. Yeah, and if you want to flip whatever product you're thinking about to me, we have a walking treadmill that doesn't do any incline, and it's nice to have around. It also, like, having that pushes me to get outside because, like, I can't do everything, and it is, like, it's nice to walk on, but it's really boring to run on. Trying to figure out the problem by myself. Okay. Have a good night, Bill. I hope you're doing okay. Desk treadmills. Yeah, have I really like shown y'all the treadmill that I have? Because I can flip the camera around and give you a little tour if you want. Something more like see you never in this case. Huh. All right. Well. Sega, are you gonna start like are you gonna get on the Cell was right? Please don't. All right, we got one more set. Ooh, that's too light. One more set of shoulder presses. Buying a treadmill is a pain in the ass. Ooh. Oh, I meant like I've seen people with t-shirts that say Thanos is right. I'm wondering if that was going to translate to, you know, Cell was right. That kind of thing. Perfect Cell was right the whole time. Yo, did any of y'all play Viridi? That houseplant game? I did not. Is it, hold on, is that really recent? I'm not familiar with it. Ugh. Having one of those days where it's like I'm afraid to look at the clock. We are gonna get core done today because we do have time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a core sesh. I promise. Yeah, you're right, Kusra. He just wanted to be the perfect being. I think that was it. He just wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. New headcanon. Perfect Cell, or Cell in general, was actually Ash Ketchum. Came out in like 2015 or something. Take care of a pot of houseplants. Like a meditative. Oh, I've seen people play that. Yeah. Garden Inn, same concept, but more to do. So more pots? That sounds very relaxing. So we're gonna be doing an Earth Day fundraiser actually, sometime around Earth Day, and we're gonna be playing ecology-themed games. Many pots. I had the pleasure of interviewing Cell about his values. You can trust me, bro. I had the pleasure of interviewing Cell about his values, and then he assimilated me into his butt. Play gardening. That could be a good one. Let me take a look at it, because I think most of the other ones that we are considering have more like overt conservation themes. Terra Nil is on the list. Yeah. So Ellie, our team leader. I'll give Ellie a shout. If y'all aren't following fearless leader Ellie Joy Panic. Ellie prepped a list of different ecology and environment themed games for us. So like we can play whatever we want, obviously, but she's like, just if it's helpful, like these are things that are on brand. That was really kind of her to do that. So Terra Nil was on that list. I could pull up the list and share it. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Lamadia. How we doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Holy guacamole. Welcome in. Hi, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, we play video games all the time. We're an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. And enjoying lovely stories together. Hannah, I know you probably had to raid and run. Lamadia is another one of our Cosmic Hearts team members. Wonderful human. Fantastic taste in games. If you haven't heard of Lamadia, are you even on Twitch? Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing your community over here. I just realized the door was open. I was like, why did it get so much louder in here? Because the door to the laundry room was open. Welcome in, Raiders. Please take care of yourselves. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a stretch. We have had some issues with Spotify. I didn't get yeeted from Hannah's stream, but hi. Hello, Sapling. Welcome in. Oh, you again. I'm back. We're gonna do some flat dumbbell presses, some band lateral raises, and then some band hammer curls. And that's gonna close out our little lifting portion. Then we'll do some core, which I think is gonna be neat. I think it's gonna be just swell, but I have to figure out what it is, what resistance I want to use. Maybe we'll do 30. I think 30 sounds right. Ah. Yeah, but Raiders, take care of yourselves. Hannah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing your folks over here. Played the Terra Nil demo and it's pretty brainy. Ooh. So are we saying that we are seeking? Are we looking for some himbo action for the fundraiser? It is a puzzle game. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of fundraisers that are like fitting to the channel, you know, like games that fit the vibe already. I guess like I'm not against playing puzzle games on stream, but I just don't really play that many of them. I don't play that many of them. And while I do enjoy them, I think like many folks who try to stream puzzle games, I get very self-conscious about how my intelligence is being evaluated, even though I shouldn't care. Because there's a big difference between being able to solve puzzles and like being able to survive in the wide world. And even if there wasn't a difference, you don't got to be good at everything. Not super hard, I don't think. Definitely more relaxing with some puzzle elements. Why am I progressively losing badges? Moon, your sub might have just reset, like just now. It may have just reset for the month. He's Pushy. All right. Time for some chest presses with the 80-pound dumbbells. I'm gonna switch over to this. Cool. Yeah, it might have just reset. It might have just flipped over for the month. Here we go. Oh. Holy guacamole. Twitch is being a little silly. Silly Twitch. So you gotta remember to, when I'm doing band exercises where I'm standing on the bands, trying to remember not to wear shoes and do it on hard floor. So I think my old bands deteriorated much faster because I just like stand on top of them on whatever to do these. How'd that do? You okay, little buddy? My last set lasted probably 4 or 5 years. But I ain't taking any chances. I could take some chances. And at some point I'll probably forget. Octopath 2. Isn't Octopath 2 like $60 release price? That sounds normal, right? Oh boy. Oh, that right shoulder is waking up. Like, hey, by the way, things are not good. Oh. Oh. The band do be hitting today. It me. Hello, Lobato. Welcome in. It is also me. Hello. Normal, still a hefty sum. Reward good games with full priced monies. This is the way. This is the way. Yeah, I've been, I don't want to say like backed into a corner with paying full price for games more often, but like sorta. It's like there have been a couple of times where I missed an opportunity to get something when it's on sale. And then when I am getting ready to like play that game with other people, or when it comes time for me to have to stream it at a time that I have like agreed to, you just write it off. I mean, I do. And I still got to try to control costs as much as I can, right? Because like I did my taxes for this year, and like with all of the things that I expensed this year, I still came out at a loss, which is not what I expected. Pups or pull-ups. So those are warm-ups and push-ups. So I do push-ups, Ren, during my squat sets, or like in between my squat sets to get ready to do bench when we come around to that point. Just a little way to save time by warming up while I work out. But yeah, warm-ups refer to, I mean, for my warm-ups, it's typically like band pull apart and rotator cuff rotations. I could do a couple more of them, honestly. I could get a little bit of internal rotation action going too. Big spendings, yeah. No, see, I try really hard to make sure that I am purchasing things that I actively need and use. And like, you know, I can write a decent amount of stuff off, but the way I see it, like I can make a couple of big purchases per year. So like the power blocks, like I wrote those off this year, and those are a pretty big purchase, but closer to zero, the better it is. Yeah, really. You weren't supposed to be getting a lot of money back. Yeah, if you're getting a lot of money back, it means you overpaid throughout the course of the year, right? Frozen shoulder. I know all about that. Yeah. So I try to make sure that I get my shoulders moving like a lot before I do my bench workouts. Just because I have had those very unfortunate injuries as a result of not warming up enough. It's no good. But yeah, my tax situation is so weird because, you know, we got a house, married. This is like small business stuff, but I've also got my day job. Yeah, taxes are no fun. I remember when I was going to school, when I was an active student, and I was just like paying out the nose for school. Those years I got a lot back in my taxes because I was like paying off the interest on my student loans, and I would get a pretty big cut as a credit, but no longer the case. What's going on here? Those were the years. Perpetually in one kind of debt or the other. You get all excited about doing tax returns because it means that you get a little bit of money back to pay some other money that you owe someone else. But Lobato, how are you doing? How's your day? Happy Monday. Putting a lot of stress on that shoulder today. Silly me. Half marathon, good luck. Oh, Ruthie, thank you. Yeah, it's 8 weeks out. They just sent us an email. Or no, it was an Instagram post. The one that I'm running was like, we are 8 weeks away as of yesterday. It's like, great. I feel ready already. That's the good thing about having trained for a marathon in fall, is like, I'm feeling mostly already ready for it. Like, if I'm not too concerned about performance, I could get out there and run it in the shape that I'm in right now. Just about getting a bit faster, making it easier. That was one good thing about my 10-mile run yesterday, is that it did just kind of validate that I'm mostly ready. I'll be okay. Let's try to build up a stronger base. Do you have a time goal? That's a good question, honestly. So, stretch goal, big stretch goal, would be my old half marathon time, which is 1:36. And I want to say that that is, oh, I haven't done a pace calculation in a while. It's been a minute. Those numbers are pretty outdated. Okay, so a half marathon at 1:36 is a little bit faster than a 7:30 mile. So honestly, if I could clock out a 7:45 mile for my half, I'd be super happy. That'd be great. Because when I got that time a few years back, that was pretty quick. I was pretty light. But I think like me, that half marathon was like part of my slide downward into just being a broken mess for a while. It was a little rough. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. So Ruthie, are you doing any running? How's your week starting off? Let's get this next set. 7 reps. No skipping the dumbbells. Hands are still kind of wet. Dangerous. Ugh. Gotta get back into the running, training for a High Rocks event. High Rocks? What is High Rocks? Running's the poorest part. Is a High Rocks like a triathlon? Coach Zach Burris, thank you. How you doing today? Welcome in. Lash. What up, Jess? Welcome in. Happy Monday. I'm doing okay. A little bit of shoulder stuff going on today, but it's cool. So good to see you. I'm staying warm. There may be someone at the door. Pardon the dog barking. Whew. Zach, what kind of coaching do you do? If you don't mind my asking. Fitness race, 8K run with functional exercises. Ooh, okay. Whoa, okay. So kind of like a CrossFit race. Were your friends able to get their power back? Oh yeah, no, it's no problem. As I kind of expressed to one of them, like, you know, all things considered, we're doing okay right now. Like, I'm not in the place in life where I can like, I'm not in the place in life where I could just be like, go stay at my second house. But yeah, I got space in my home. Your power's out. Come on over. Let me make you dinner. They do not have their power back yet. They had to go stay with some relatives because I think they were worried that they were putting too much on us. Their snakes are still here though. Grab this for a little shoulder action. My first one last month, 2 hours, 12 minutes was fine for my first. Wasn't super trained for it. Cool friends. Football in the past, personal training, Olympic lifting. Oh, right on. That sounds fun. That's rad. Did you play football? Did you like college ball? Were you pro? Evie smell the snakes at all? Yeah, so poor friends. Yeah, no, they've had a rough go this week. Evie does smell the snakes. She doesn't really care that much. They had to, our friends had to like pull them out to just like give them a little bit of water because they don't need to feed right now. But you know, they need to hydrate a little bit. So Evie was very curious during that part. And we were like holding her by the legs and trying to keep her from getting anywhere close. Yeah, I'm sure the pipes are gonna be fine. I think they shut off the water before they left. Ugh. Didn't hear why you have all these snakes. So our friends, they live in, they're like not even out in the middle of nowhere really. They live in an area that's a little more rural, but like pretty close to a city center. But because they're pretty spread out there, they don't really get a lot of response when power goes out and stuff like that. So we asked, they like need a place for their snakes because the snakes are pretty temperature sensitive. So we've got the heat cranked up a little bit in here, and they're chilling out in my office. But yeah, they have 7 snakes. Most of them are rescues. I did play, not pro at all, up to JUCO, then went right to coaching. Right on, right on. Yeah, I played in high school. I wasn't good enough to play in college, but yeah, it could be a big experience for someone. Nice of you to keep those babies alive. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Here's something. They're inside of pillowcases, inside of Rubbermaid containers, and they don't really move because they're dormant. They're trying to save energy. So like, are you sure they're alive? One of them did take a massive dump inside of their pillowcase. And it was so bad that they had to throw away the pillowcases. Evie challenged Ekans. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That battle isn't gonna go a good way. There were some big snakes. Like I was looking at the pillowcases, I'm like, they can't be that big. And I'd seen them before when they were smaller. But they had put some on. They have put some on over the years. That much is true. They're big boys. Big boys. Some of them were tiny. I think like one was only like this long. I think that was the hog nose. Good in high school. That's about it. Following was coaching, so I stayed in that lane early. Word. Yeah. No, I mean coaching could be very fulfilling. Very fulfilling. I coached track when I was in when I was going towards being a teacher. I was a track coach for a little bit, and that was fun. I would have rather done more throwing than sprint work, because that's what I did in high school. I did do sprints, like I was in that group, and I did some on the occasional race, but I was a much more consistent shot put and discus thrower than I was at running any sort of race. It's like in middle school, I was a good sprinter. You get to high school, the field opens up, and it's just like, well, I am not. That is not my lane anymore. That's it. That'll do. That'll do for the day. Except we're gonna do abs. That's right, we're doing it. Said we're gonna do abs, so we're doing abs. Gonna get out the captain's chair. Ooh, Zach, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Pleased to have you with us. Yeah, we have a pretty small space down here. Relatively small, at least in terms of height, but we make it work. We make it work. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Got enough counterweights over there, we don't have to worry about that. Just started flipping, getting the hang of things. If you got questions about anything, let me know. I am certainly not the longest tenured health and fitness streamer, but I've been doing it for just over 2 years now. Twitch for over 2 years, health and fitness more so for about, I don't know, year and a half maybe. It's funny to think about like what this gym looked like before I added a bunch of stuff down here. How the hell do I get into fitness? Thanks. I actually will answer that question. Figure Streamlabs out. Yeah, Streamlabs is a good place to start. Don't be afraid to just like, once you understand what a browser source is, the world really does open up quite a bit. Sapling, how much time during the week do you have to dedicate to it? That's one of the first sets. One of the first things you can figure out is what your schedule can look like. And what you're trying to maybe sacrifice in order to make space for it. Start with time. Final year uni student who has 4 hours of lectures a week. So are you saying that you have a lot of spare time? Probably like 3 days free a week. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you got 3 days free a week. You're in a good spot to do like a 3-day split. Do you want to do like lifting? Do you want to do running? Are you trying to lose weight? Like thinking about what you want out of it is a pretty good first step. How much time can I put towards it? What do I want to get out of it? Like what's my end goal? Lifting fully. Okay. You want to get strong, you want to get big. If it's okay, I'll put you on the spot a little bit here. We can talk through this together. I'm gonna just set this little microphone right here. Quantum gyms make me anxious, but I want to be fit. You want to be fit. Like when you say you want to be fit, do you mean that you want to have a body that looks fit? Or do you want to... Sorry, I forgot the microphone's over here. Do you want to have a body that looks fit in the classical sense? Do you want to be able to be more flexible? Oh. These power blocks are in a great spot and also a terrible spot. Oh, hello. Flexibility and looking fit. Okay. I'm surprised you don't do dragonflies. You mean the flags? I suppose I could try one. I suppose I could give one a go. But yeah, so sapling, if you're like trying to look fit, right? Definitely start incorporating a little bit of strength training. If you're a little nervous about the gym, that is something that just, it takes a little time, right? No matter how many times someone can tell you, no one at the gym really cares about what you're doing. They only care about what they're doing. It can be really hard to really believe that, you know? But it's the truth. Yeah, there's gonna be a couple of examples of people like being really shitty and posting videos on social media of people not knowing how to use gym equipment. But that's always just, that's always gonna be the case with folks, right? There's always gonna be bullies out there. But if you DM me, Sapling, I can send you a sample 3-day split. I've been in the background kind of working on some general fitness splits. And they're not perfect, you know? But there are some options there. My general hope is always that folks are willing to start doing compound exercises and compound lifts. Someone was screaming at the top of his lungs with every set. He was shoulder pressing. And you know what? You can't prevent yourself from doing a little bit of side eye in those situations. But yeah, Sapling, DM me and remind me. I have to get back to work after we finish up today. I'll happily share my splits after the post up here. We're gonna do serratus twist ups. Take a brief break. Dark Wolf, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. When I went to a commercial gym for the first time in a while, I felt like a zoo animal. Well, because by design, it's always going to be a bit of a fishbowl, yeah? Like imagine, like think of it like a restaurant, you know? If you went to the same restaurant once a week. Hi, Jesse. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. You went to a restaurant for the same day, like the same day every week. Like every Tuesday, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go grab a beer at Johnny Pizzotti's. I don't know. But like every Tuesday, you're grabbing a beer at Johnny Pizzotti's. And like, you know the like 10 other people that are also grabbing a beer at Johnny Pizzotti's at 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. And then like one day, a new person comes in. But like your habit is to like look over at the door when you hear it open because you think Greg just walked into Johnny Pizzotti's on a Tuesday. What does Johnny Pizzani serve? Pizzani, obviously. Haven't you ever had a Pizzani? You uncultured swine? But yeah, just like that's how our brains work, right? We're hardwired to be like, ooh, oh, never mind. And like for people who are new in a gym, what that can manifest is like, oh, everyone's staring at me. And like, some people might be staring at you. Like, ignore them. Cell sound alerts. Johnny Pisani's lasagna, see? Kusros understands. As soon as 3 plates hit the bench, though, people genuinely turned and looked. I felt violated. 3 dudes. I mean, I think that's a little bit... I think that's a little bit different, Lou, right? Little ego service saying that it was not nice. Yeah, like it is different. Like you're valid. Say that, you're valid. If you don't want to be stared at, just because you're doing something great doesn't mean that, you know, you don't get to set that boundary. But as soon as I hit 3 plates, you know I'm at a buffet. Oh man. Stare in public places because I'm zoning out mentally. But I also think like learning to interact at a gym and learning to be at a gym is about monitoring that for yourself, right? Like, yeah, we are going to naturally do things like that, especially when we're tired, right? But if you're spending a lot of time in a place like that, eventually you learn to, you know, keep your eyeballs in check. Yeah. Oh. And I'm going to back off what I said a little bit earlier too, is if you're someone who's just trying to get into fitness, every little bit counts, right? I'm more than just some gorilla to look at, I have feelings. I'm a gorilla with feelings. I gotta keep this circuit going. If you're just getting started and you have 3 days a week to work out, don't put a bunch of pressure on yourself to spend like 2 hours in the gym. Start with 20 minutes. Start with 45 minutes. Don't like try to get something in particular out of it. Just try to make it happen in one way or another. Got it. Okay. And also, don't forget to just like copy what other people do. Ooh. Went here for a second talking to my boss. Came back to you less clothes. Whoops. Can't work anymore. Can I live with you? Sure. Get over here. Evie is a little bit. She's a little pushy. She's a little pushy. Just to give you, I don't know that she'd make a great roommate. Here's what happens. Here's what happens now. We used to tell Evie that she wasn't allowed in the bed, and so she had her own little bed, and she would sleep on her own little bed. Everything was fine. One day, we decided, you know what? We'll let her up in the bed. We'll let her up on the bed one night. It'll be fine. So she slept in the bed one night. Woke up, got off the bed, it was fine. Next night, went to bed, it was fine. Night after that, we're like, you know what? She's had a really stressful day. We'll let her sleep in the bed. So now it happens. I'll skip all the interim steps here and just let you know When we go to bed, she's on the floor, on her bed, right? Very nice, big, comfy bed. When I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go pee, she's on our bed. And that's just the way it is. When I got the cat, I said, no more pets in bed, I want my freedom. Guess who sleeps with 2 fluffy pillows now? Fox, it's so real. It's so real. And like, Evie's so smart. She's like, she knows exactly when to jump up when we won't notice that she's doing it. She knows exactly when to jump up. And admittedly, sometimes I do like a snug. I like a little snuggle with the pup. She's very good. She doesn't like sleep on our faces or anything. She like nestles herself like right up in here, like right in between us, up in the rib cage. Done with meetings. Let's start the lift over, please. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do squats. We got some top sets. A couple of top sets at 305. Oh, that's so sweet, Fox. That's so sweet. Hey, Gaston. Welcome back. I love you. I'm not starting over. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Ooh, got him. Ooh, woo. Oh, got him. Oh, got him. Love you, buddy. I hope your meetings weren't too stressful. You know what, we'll just do this in a different order so I don't have to move the camera again. Maybe I'll move it anyway. Ooh! What angles, everybody? Meet the new angle. Same as the old angle. Ooh. Down we go. Yep. Until he nibbles my nose. We're wearing the same shorts. Are you really wearing these shorts right now? Those shorts are very special to me. Victorious Wolfie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. As a YouTuber I follow has a golden doodle. Every night, go to sleep on the pillow next to the YouTuber's head. YouTuber will wake up either with a face full of butt or said doodle's face across his. Doodles especially are very pushy. Don't judge me. They're good shorts. Complimentary eggs in this economy. I bought in futures. Back in 2020, I purchased eggs in futures. So we get good prices. We get good prices. I'm actually an egg magnate. This entire stream was done from the inside of a chicken coop. Because what we did was we switched them all to free range, and I converted the facility into a gym. Or was. It was. Was/is. These are all Zelda remixes. Spotify was goofing today, so I needed to switch over to Game Chops. So here's what we're listening to. How many days in a row do you guys wear bottoms? Jeans? Jeans especially I will wear. It depends on like, this is kind of gross, but it depends on how sweaty I am. I'll wear jeans quite a bit. Like maybe I'll go like a week or two without washing a pair of jeans, as long as it's like chilly and I don't get stanky. Hence why I'm here with my need of 5 dozen eggs a day, but I am roughly the size of a barge. Welcome in, Wired. Man. Okay. Well, this has gone on for a very long time today. Anyone who is a little more familiar with the stream knows that we have gone longer than we normally go. Wait a minute. Yeah. I was about to have a little freak out for a moment here. Let's, a second. Watch. There we go. Didn't the president or CEO of Levi's say that denim is made to not be washed a lot? No, he did. They did. I was pretty sure that CEO was a dude. But I don't know super well, so I ain't gonna stand on. I ain't gonna push that. Know what I mean? Okay, y'all, we're gonna let's see who's live right now. Let's see who's up and about. Something about putting them in the freezer. Pants? Anytime you get something from a thrift shop, you should put them in the freezer. Everyone, thank you so much for being here today. I'm sorry I'm really struggling with where to bring y'all over. We'll we'll bring y'all over to see Boredom. We'll bring you to see Boredom. Everyone, thank you so much. Boredom's pretty good, dude. I believe. Haven't spent too much time on his channel, but the vibe is right. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today for a little bit of Pushy Lift. I know that I took a long time, but I'm really glad that you could experience it with me. If you would be so kind as to grab one of these raid messages, the first one if you are not a subscriber, the second one if you are a subscriber, it's gonna look a little something like that. I'm going to be back tomorrow night with some Graveyard Keeper. If you're not familiar with Graveyard Keeper, you should be. It's a wonderful, wonderful game, and we've been having a lot of fun playing. But do me a favor and take care of yourselves. Do a little something to get moving. If you're thinking about starting that fitness goal, just get it going. Find a YouTube video that's like 15-minute calisthenics and just follow along. Get a baseline. Thank you for your help today. Thank you, Lou. Thank you for all the combos today. I figured it wasn't on purpose. Just get up there and run a 5K. I mean, you could, right? You could. Yes, but yeah, I do got to get back to work, but be kind to yourself, kind to someone else. Do a little something that fills your tank. Oh, last thing. Do check out all of our links in the socials. We got a link tree right there, including Fanhouse, YouTube, Instagram, all those things. I'd love if you'd follow on those platforms. Get in on the Discord if you haven't done so already. I forgot to do those, but yeah, we're gonna get going. Go see Boredom. Have a good day, y'all.